Hence of discrete random variable. The mean of discrete random variable by utilizing probabilities from its dispersion as follows. First, the mean is considered as a measure of the central location of a random variable. So it is the weighted average of the values that random variable x can take. So with weights provided by the probability distribution. Second, the expected value or the mean value of a discrete random variable x can be computed by first multiplying its possible x value by the probability of observing the value of then adding the resulting quantities. So we can use this formula. Okay, so we can use this formula. So E sub x, so that is this is the symbol for expected value or the mean value. So the x sub 1 here, that is the first value of a random variable times the corresponding probability. So ang gagawin lang natin sa pag kinukuha natin yung mean value class, yung value ng random variable times the corresponding probability nito. Then, add lang natin doon sa kasunod na value ng random variable times sa corresponding probability. So, ganun lang. Okay, like for example, let's consider the the experiment for a single of die. So, alam natin na meron itong 6 na outcome, right? Okay, then kunin natin ang expected value nito. So, since may 6 tayong possible outcomes, we all know that the corresponding probability nung each outcome nung single die is 1/6. Diba? Na-discuss natin to sa mga previous video lesson natin. 1/6 yung corresponding probability ng bawat outcome ng a single die. So ngayon, kukunin natin yung expected value. So paano yon? So kagaya ng sinabi kanina sa formula, so the value of a random variable times the corresponding probability. Okay, again, the value of a random variable times the corresponding probability. So, tuloy-tuloy lang yan. No? 1 times 1/6 plus 2 times 1/6 hanggang sa makarating ka dun sa pinakadulo. And then, you can use your calculator if you want, o pwede nyo naman to i-compute manually kasi madali lang naman to. No? Pwede kayo mag-cancellation dito. And then, after using any of it, so bahala kayo kung ano yung gagamitin nyo. So, the answer is 3.5. Okay, you can use your calculator or scientific calculator kasi nasa statistics naman tayo. Talagang kailangan ng calculator dito kasi mahirap kapag wala kang scientific calculator and lalo na mahaba yung i-compute natin, no? Lalo na kapag maraming data na kailangan mong i-add, i-multiply, at i-divide. So, we need to use calculator talaga dito. So, yan lang. Ganyan lang ang pagkuha ng expected value or mean value ng discrete probability distribution. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, the average tends to be close to 3.5. So, this also implies that the more rolls we do, the closer the average will be to 3.5. Okay? Okay, by the way class, so without the formula, we can illustrate the value or the expected value using the graph of the discrete probability distribution or yung tinatawag nating histogram. Okay, actually hindi nga to dapat dikit-dikit to, no? So, di ba na-discuss natin sa discrete probability distribution, yung paano mag-construct ng graph. Okay, so this is an example of the graph of a single die. So makikita natin na pare-pareha sila ng probability. Okay, 'di ba? So, pare-pareha sila, equally distributed yung ano nila. So may tinatawag tayo dito. Kapag ganito class, pag same yung probability nila, so tinatawag natin tong discrete uniform distribution. Okay, tinatawag nating discrete uniform distribution na kung saan pare-parehas yung possible outcome ng probability. Okay, so let's consider this class. So, sabi ko nga sa inyo, without the formula, pwede natin makuha yung expected value nyo using the graph. Okay? So, let's try. So, kanina nakuha na natin using the formula that yung value ng mean natin is 3.5. So, saan yan makatatagpuan? Dito, no? Sa gitna ni 3 and 4. Okay, so let's consider. Okay, kung dito matatagpuan yung gitna natin, so kunin natin yung kabilaan. Okay, yun ang titingnan natin, yung kabilaan ng mean or ng expected value natin. So, let's add 1 and 3. Okay, and that is 4. Okay, so in-add natin 1 plus 3, that is 4. Sa kabila, so ito yung mean natin, no? So kapag dinote din natin itong mean natin, so 3.5 plus 3.5, that is 7. Okay, sa kabila, add natin yung 4 plus 6. 4 plus 6, that is 10. Okay, so paano natin makukuha yung 3.5? So ang gagawin natin, add lang natin ito, so that is 4 plus 7 plus 10, okay, divided by 6. Bakit 6? Kasi 6 yung outcome natin, possible outcomes. So, after that, 4 plus 7 plus 10, that is 21, divide 6, the answer is 3.5. O, diba? Parehas lang sila. So, we can illustrate the expected value using the graph. Okay? Next. Paano class kapag ganito? Kanina, makikita nyo na equally distribution, no? Pare-pareha, kumbaga yung distance nung ano natin, nung outcome natin, hindi malalayo. Ito sobrang layo. Okay? So paano natin kukunin yung expected value nito? So sabi ko sa inyo kanina, 'di ba? It's a central location, 'di ba? Yung expected value natin. Okay, so therefore, kung dito, pag titingnan natin sa graph, okay, pag tingnan natin dyan, 11 ang makukuha nating expected value dyan. Okay? So, bakit? So, tingnan natin. Siya yung pinakagitna. So, ito yung una. Okay? Yung una na meron tayong observation. At ito yung huli. So, kung ito yung gitna, okay, pag ito yung gitna nating class, tingnan mo yung kabilaan. Diba? Parehas sila. Same sila ng distance. Yung left side saka yung right side. Kung ito yung expected value natin. Okay. So, paano nga ba naging 11? So, sundan yung process na to, class. So, sundan nyo yung process na to. So, add natin. Okay. Bago tayo dumating kay 11, add natin no yung elements from 3 to 10. Okay. So, paano yon? Add lang natin 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 plus 9 and plus 10. And then, divide it by 8. So, i-divide natin sa 8. Okay? So, i-divide natin sa 8. The answer is 6.5. Okay? Ganon din ang gagawin natin sa kabila. So, mag-start tayo kay 12. Kasi ito nga yung expected value natin, di ba? So, 12 plus 13 plus 14 plus 15 plus 16 plus 17 plus 18 plus 19, divide it by 8 ulit, no? I-divide ulit natin by 8. So, the answer is 15.5. So, ito class, since yung gitna natin dito is 11, alright? So, makukuha natin, kanina, di ba, dinoble natin yung ano natin? Kasi, sabi ko kanina, yun ay halimbawa ng discrete uniform distribution. So, kaya natin siya dinoble. Magkaiba dito sa proseso na to. Dito, ang lalayo ng distance. No? Tingnan nyo, ang lalayo. Tingnan mo yung 3, ang layo niya sa 9. So, kapag ganito, kapag kukunin natin yung expected value, so, yun pa rin. Okay? Hindi natin i-double yan. So, hindi natin kukunin yung twice nung value nito. So, para makita nyo na 11 ang sagot, so, kunin natin yung 6.5, add lang natin yan, plus 11 plus 15.5 divided by 3. So, the answer is 11. O, diba? Same sila. So, ngayon, class, try natin kunin yung distance nung 11 kay 6.5. So, that is 4.5. Okay. How about yung distance ni 11 kay 15.5? That is 4.5. So, dito class, dito sa concept na to, ililid niya tayo sa most important measures of spread, which is the variance, and then the sample standard deviation. So, ibig sabihin, that is the measure of variability. No, kung saan itong mga concept ng variance sa standard deviation na pag-aralan nyo ito during your junior high school. Pero dito, the sample variance and the sample standard deviation ay magkaiba. So, the difference here is that we are referring to properties of the distribution of a discrete random variable. So, tatandaan natin that the variance of a random variable displays the variability of the dispersion of the random variable. So, it shows the distance. So, ang variance natin at standard deviation natin, it shows the distance of a random variable, distance ng random variable natin from the mean. Okay. So, yan ang ibig sabihin natin ng variance and standard deviation ng random variable natin. So, tatandaan, the variance. So, paano natin kukunin? Kung kanina nga si mean merong formula, si variance of course meron din. The variance for a random variable, okay, of probability distribution can be computed, no, using first, so subtract natin yung mean from its possible x value to obtain the deviation, then squaring its deviation and multiplying the result by the probability of the corresponding x value. And then finally, adding this quantity. So, using this formula. Okay, di ba kanina ang ginawa natin sa expected value, minultiply natin yung bawat random variable natin o yung bawat value ng random variable natin sa corresponding probability. Dito class, ang gagawin sa variance, i-squared natin yung value ng random variable bago natin i-multiply sa corresponding probability. So, hanggang sa matapos kung ilan yung outcome or possible outcome o ilang value ng random variable natin pala, no? Ilang value ng random variable. Pagka-add natin, i-minus natin ngayon sa squared na nakuha natin na mean. Okay? So, si standard deviation naman, madali lang kasi pagkuha ng standard deviation for a random variable, ang kukunin lang natin, ang gagawin lang natin is square root lang natin yung sagot natin sa variance. Okay? Sige, i-try natin kunin yung single die. No? Kanina nakuha natin yung mean, that is 3.5. So, let's say kunin natin yung variance and standard deviation nito. So, using the formula, so first, squared muna daw natin, no, yung possible value ng random variable natin. So, una yung 1 squared natin, then i-multiply natin sa corresponding probability niya, and that is 1 over 6. So, 1 squared times 1 over 6 plus, ito naman si 2, squared natin, 2 squared times 1 over 6. Ganon din si 3. Okay, plus 3 squared times 1 over 6. So, ganun lang ang gagawin niyo class hanggang sa makarating kayo sa 6. And that is 6 squared times 1 over 6. Okay, so hanggang dito lang yan. Okay, hindi nyo pwede agad idiretso kay 3.5 squared. Sa kanila lang kung nilagyan nyo ng parenthesis dito sa pag in-encode nyo sa calculator. Kasi kapag nag-minus agad kayo, okay, possible na malayong yung sagot na makukuha nyo sa final answer natin. So, ang gagawin natin, add nyo muna ito. Okay, pagka-add, minus natin sa squared ni 3.5. Si 3.5 yan yung nakuha na mean. Okay? So, kapag in-add natin ito, makukuha natin yung 15 minus 17. Tapos kapag in-squared natin si 3.5, makukuha nyo yung 12.25. Then subtract. So, the variance of random variable is 2.92. So, si standard deviation, square root lang natin si variance. So, square root ni 2.92, the answer is 1.71. Okay, ganyan lang kasimple. Okay, another, okay, consider this figure class. So, kagaya kanina, no, ang dami ko namang present na graph na ang pagkuha natin ng expected value. Okay, so let's say, kukunin natin yung mean, saka yung variance. So, paano natin kunin yung variance standard deviation gamit ito? So, alam nyo, no, kanina, sinabi ko na kanina na yung gitna, okay? So, makikita natin sa gitna yung mean. Since yung distribution nila equal mula dito kay 6, okay, di ba? Papunta sa left side saka papunta sa right side. So, mula kay mean, papunta sa left side, so may dalawang tigwa 1. And ito, dalawa yung distribution nito. Saka 1. Ganon din dito papuntang right side. Dalawang tigwa 1, tapos isang 2, tapos isang 1. So, therefore, 6 is our expected value or yung tinatawag na natin na mean value. So, 6 yan. Okay? Paano natin kunin ngayon yung variance? Okay? Gamit yung natutunan nyo kanina. So, add natin ito. So, that is 2 plus 3. Add lang natin yung kahit yung sa dulo pala, yung dalawang dulo. So, 2 plus 5, that is 7. And then yung 6, kunin natin. And then, twice nan, that is 12. Okay? After that, yung sa kabila naman, 7 plus 10, that is 17. Okay? So, after nyan, paano gagawin? Okay, kunin natin yung difference nung 7 kay 12. Okay? Tapos si 17 din sa kakanit kay 12. So, 12 minus 7, so yung difference, yung distance ni 7 kay 12 ay 5. Yung distance naman ni 17 kay 12 ay 5 din. So, anong ibig sabihin yan? So, this implies that the distance of the element from the mean in either direction is 5, which describe the spread of the elements in the observation. So, this is the variance of the itong graph natin. Okay? Remember, a small value of standard deviation or variance means that the dispersion of the random variable is narrowly concentrated around the mean. And then, a large value of